that 0 is between x, or that x is between 0 and -1, which of the following are true? So I'm comparing quantities of x squared, x cubed, and x are the three things that I'm dealing with. And here's where I'm talking about how exponent analysis, sometimes we want to just plug in something for this x, because it's harder to maybe picture if I don't have an actual number. So here I could choose -1/2 equal to x, and that would satisfy my constraint. So often in here we have constraints. This is my constraint on x, and as long as I choose a value that satisfies that constraint, then I can deal with this value and it should work. So here I want to look at x, x squared, and x cubed. So if I deal with this x, well, I just set it equal to -1/2. So that value squared, -1/2 times -1/2, is going to be +1/4. And that value cubed, so 3 times, is going to be -1/8. So if I'm looking at these, I can say that x itself is the smallest, because these are negative numbers. Normally we might think, oh, 1/2, that's bigger than 1/8, but they're negative. So bigger negatives are actually smaller numbers. If we thought about it on the number line, that would make sense, that I would draw -1/2 further away than -1/8 from 0. So that one's the smallest. Then I have x cubed, and then I have x squared. So here's sort of my relationship here. And then I can, now that I've already defined that, this makes this part of the problem really easy. So I have x is less than x cubed right here. That's my number 2, so this part's correct. I also have x is less than x squared, but x squared is not smaller than x cubed. It's actually greater than. So this one's false. This third one is true. And I would look for an answer on the SAT that included both 2 and 3. So those are basically the two types of problems that you'll see on exponents, either ones where you're in an equation and you're just having to deal with a little bit more difficult exponents, and they like to give those, or types where you're thinking about what possible values are, or sort of constraints on given something, what are values with exponential things. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and I will see you in future SAT math videos. Thanks for watching Educator.com.